Hi friends, so in today's video we will be discussing about all 7 ways you can get a PR in Canada through the province of Alberta. If you are already in Canada or planning to come to Canada, you must have known that Alberta is the fastest growing province in terms of job employments as well as immigrations after Ontario and British Columbia. And settling in Alberta has its own benefits, including less competition in buying houses as well as the employment, and the cost of living is more affordable as compared to other provinces like Ontario and British Columbia. You might be struggling to get your express entry points up to the par because the points have increased over the years so much, and it's very difficult for everyone to get through the express entry systems without any additional provincial help. So instead of relying on a federal express entry system, if you want to live in a growing economy like Alberta, then Province of Alberta PNP program is the right fit for you. Even if you are inside or outside Canada, I believe Alberta should be in the choice of your list. Now let's understand how you can get a PR through the Province of Alberta. The government of Canada has recently introduced tier-based system for their permanent residency programs, which means they are going to invite candidates based on their training, education, experience, and responsibilities of the work. Even though there are 7 different ways to immigrate in Canada through the province of Alberta, they are mostly divided into 2 different groups. The first group is the stream for workers and the second group is the stream for entrepreneurs. Let's break it down. The first stream in our list is the Alberta Opportunities stream. To be eligible in this stream, you must be already living in Alberta. You should have a job offer from an employer in Alberta. You must have a valid work permit. Either it could be LMIA, or if you have a PGWP, then it should be an education from publicly funded post-secondary institution, which includes colleges as well as universities. The job offer you have should be full-time and permanent, minimum 30 hours of paid work per week, and minimum 13 months or more of contract. When it comes to the work experience, you should have a minimum of 12 months of work experience in your current occupation in Alberta within last 18 months, or if you do not have that much experience in Alberta, then you should have a minimum of 24 months of work experience within last 30 months anywhere in the world, including Canada. But if you have PGWP, then you only need 6 months of work experience in last 18 months. Full-time paid co-op is also counted as a part of this experience as long as it's a part of your studies. So technically, if you do 8 months of co-op, you can apply for AAIP program soon after you are getting your PGWP. If your job requires a license to do the job, you must have a valid and active license. For this stream, you should be in the eligible occupation, and the list is in the description, so please go and check that out. The language score for this stream is bare minimum, which is CLB 4 or higher. The education requirement is as follows. If you have PGWP, credentials should be from a publicly funded institution, which includes courses like certificates, diplomas, bachelor's degrees, and any graduate level degree, diploma, or certificate. Certificate programs definitely has some ifs and buts, so do check out the program website to know more about this. If you do not have a PGWP, then you should have a minimum high school equivalent with the ECA done. If studied in Canada, you don't need the ECA done. And unlike other provinces like Ontario and British Columbia, you do not need any settlement funds for this stream. Now the next stream in our list is the Alberta Express Entry stream. You must have an already created Express Entry profile in your IRCC account. I'm providing the link here for the video. If you haven't created the Express Entry profile yet, go check that out. I'm providing detailed instructions on how to create your Express Entry profile. If you received notification of interest from the province of Alberta on your profile, you are eligible for this stream. There is no other way to be eligible for this stream. As per the site right now, the minimum eligibility is the tier 3 category in your NOC code, and it may change anytime. As soon as you receive the notification of interest, you only have 2 weeks of time to send a copy of the letter with the additional information requested to the AAIP program, and they will send you a special link to apply. I'm also providing the link in the description on how to apply once you get your NOI from Province of Alberta. And please let me know if you need the step-by-step guidance on how to create this application for the PNP with Province of Alberta, and I'll create an entire video on it. Now you might be thinking, how do I get the notification of interest from the Province of Alberta? Here are the chances of selection. First, you should have a job offer from Alberta. You should have studied in Alberta, have a family who is PR or citizen in Alberta, if you have a French as a first language, and Express Entry still has more than 5 months to expire. All of these basically increases your chances, stacks up your chances on getting a notification of interest from the Province of Alberta. All of them are not compulsory, it just increases your chances. Now before we continue, I would really appreciate if you could like this video, because this helps me a lot as well as it helps the video to reach out to the people in need and are confused confused just like yourself. Now there are two special accelerated pathways within these streams. The first one is the accelerated tech pathway. So for tech workers, a special form is given for further assessment, which actually streamlines the process. The link is in description of that form. And there is another pathway, which is the dedicated healthcare pathway for health workers. Other than these two pathways, the occupation in demand, family connection, priority sectors like education, tourism, constructions, and hospitalities are also considered for NOI. Okay, now the next stream in our list is the rural renewal stream. To be eligible for this stream, you can be outside Canada and still be eligible for this stream, so you don't need to be in the province or in Canada. Generally for these streams, refugees gets nominated, but that's not necessarily true for everyone. You can get nominated even if you are not a refugee. To be eligible for this stream, basically you need endorsement of candidate letter from the local community, job offer from an Alberta's employer to work in a designated community, employment must be full-time, at least 30 hours per week and 12 months or more of a contract. The wage requirement is to meet at least the minimum of that occupation, not the median of that occupation. If the license is required to do the job, you need to have a valid and active license. Part-time, casual or seasonal works are not considered for this stream. There are list of ineligible occupations, so do check that out and see if your occupation is not in the list of ineligible occupation. Otherwise, you are not allowed to go through this stream. You must at least have 1 year of full-time experience in the qualifying NOC occupation. The language score again here is very low, which is CLB 5. Check the description of this video to check out the comparison of CLB score with your IELTS, CELPIP or any other English language test. Again here, just like the other streams, settlement funds are not required if you are in Canada and already working but required otherwise. The full link is in the description. Now let's check out the stream for the entrepreneurs. The first stream in this list is the graduate entrepreneur stream. To be eligible for this stream, you need to be graduated from an Alberta's post-secondary college or university. You must have a valid PGWP work permit. You should have a language score of at least CLB 7, which is 6 to 6.5 bands in IELTS. You must buy or own the business with 34% ownership in the company. The business should have a physical location as virtual addresses are not allowed. There is no minimum investments mentioned for the stream. To increase the chances of invitation, you could have a minimum of 6 months of full-time experience either working or managing businesses inside or outside Canada. You could get as low as 5 points and as much as 15 points for 1+ years of experience. The other way is if you create jobs with your businesses. More points with more employees. The next way to increase chance is through the spousal factors and also if you have relatives in Alberta. The other stream in our list is the rural entrepreneur stream. To be eligible in this stream, you must complete an exploratory visit of the community of interest that could be in person or web-based and create a visit report as per the requirements. You need to have at least minimum of 3 years of experience managing business or 4 years of experience as a senior manager position in last 10 years. The language score requirement is very minimum, which is CLB 4. You need to make a minimum investment of $100,000, which was $200,000 before, but they have recently reduced it to make it more attractive. The minimum ownership of the business here requires 51% for the new business. You must create at least one full-time job for a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident. Also, you need local community support letter. The next stream in our list is the farm stream. To be eligible for this stream, you must have to prove that you have farm management skills. That could be either existing farms, education in the farming industry, as well as business plans. You have to make a minimum of $500,000 of investments. The candidate must document their investments plans in a proposed business plan and submit this with their application to the Alberta Immigration Program. The next stream in our list is the foreign graduate entrepreneur stream. To be eligible in this stream, you need to have a minimum of 6 months of full-time experience either working or managing business. You should have a minimum of bachelor degree. You need to have a business plan with projected financials. You need to create a 10-minute of presentation of the business venture, which could be like a Shark Tank sort of presentation or something where you explain more about your business plan. The language score for this stream is bare minimum, which is CLB 5. You need to have at least 34% ownership in the company if your company is in the urban area, or you need to have at least 51% if it's in the rural community ownership. Also, you must have a letter of recommendation from AAIP approved designated agency to be eligible for this stream. Now finally, no matter where you are, whether you are inside Canada or outside Canada, whether you are looking for work or whether you are looking to create your entrepreneur journey, Alberta could be a choice for you. If you are in Canada, it does not matter if you are on study permit or work permit, whether you are currently studying or just finished your studies. Understanding the pathways to immigrate in Canada will be the first step for you in your journey to become a permanent resident in Canada. And all you have to do is just save this video for later and prepare for the stream which is most interesting to you. Now I have provided all the details in the description, so please go check that out. I also do some consultations, so please check out the links if you want to book some time with me. And finally, I hope you enjoyed the video, and do subscribe if you are in the journey of becoming a permanent resident in Canada, because I'm going to release a lot more videos like this in near future. So thank you for watching. All the best with your journey, and I will see you in the next one.